Oh, big one, big one.
That game just changed,
yes, sir.
baby. I'm at it again.
I don't see them going up. I think they're going down.
I'll switch hooks. Like you. Look, there you go. 22.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's High School Bass Coach here. I'm filling in for Logan because he's in school. Alright, so we're on a 2-day, it's actually a back-to-back, 2 single tournaments on Kerr Reservoir this week. And what they do is they're going to take take your worst one and throw it out. So in practice, we found some schooling fish. We actually came down for pre-practice the weekend before. We found some schooling fish, and then we checked on them the Friday before the tournament, and they were still there, so we didn't want to beat up on them. We went and used our practice time elsewhere and looked around for some other stuff similar, which we were able to find. And then we come back on tournament day with a decent game plan. We thought we might be able to have a 10 to 12 pound bag, just running this pattern and hoping for a bigger bite. To maybe boost us up around that 15-pound range. It's really strong on this reservoir, especially in October, which, as anyone knows, the fish's southern reservoirs, October can be a bear of a month. I'm going to end up doing this in 2 parts, so this one here is part 1 of 2. I hope you enjoy. Okay, so what we're seeing on our sonar, we're using our forward-facing and our 360, and we're finding these big clouds of bait fish, but they're really not where we want them. We want them more back in the creeks. The water's still in the upper 60s, and they're kind of just congregating around the mouths of some of these creeks. We're about mid-lake. That's where we found the best concentration of bait, and there are a lot of fish sitting underneath this bait. Like I said, in practice and pre-practice, we caught a couple really nice ones fishing this way. So our main way to catch these fish was some kind of a topwater bait, walking bait like a spook or a junior spook. They were coming up and busting, but it seemed like as time went on, the water temperature and the weather was getting warmer. It seemed like the topwater bite wasn't as good, so we ended up having to reach down after them and try and get that bait through the bait fish and underneath the bait fish and try and catch them that way.
Are hitting that thing? There you go. That. Keep them all way out there.
This is like a decent one.
Yeah.
In order to get these fish to bite, like I said earlier, we had to drop through the clouds of bait and get down to them. They just weren't pushing the bait up for some reason. The topwater bite was really, really nil. And so our best weapon was actually a blade bait made by Demiki. It's called the Demiki Vault. And I'll put a picture of that up here in just a second.
Would be a bass. There you go. All right. Good way to start. Good way to start.
14 now.
Huh?
Maybe 14. It's chunky.
So a little something worth mentioning here. On Kerr Reservoir, they let you take 2 fish, 12 inches minimum, and the rest have to be over 14. So there's a lot of fish in this lake that are 12 and 13 inches. So we kind of just try to find concentrations of them and sort through them.
They nail that thing, don't they?
Yeah.
That's a good representation of the bait that they're eating. That's good. Keep throwing the top water and keep throwing the blade bait. Cover a lot of different water.
There's one.
Another one.
Oh, come on.
Little one. Oops. Yeah, let me get this right. You're good, right? Just like that.
There's one.
There you go. Another one?
Yeah.
Alright. Blade bait it is.
I don't even know if it's 12.
Yeah, he's 12.
Just up in that box. Thank you.
Stay with it if they're down there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm
Sort-
seeing them on live.
Just sort through them, you know. There you go.
There's at least 12. Yeah.
All right. Another two.
Get the coal beam ready because we might need to.
That's all we can get is 2 of them, right?
Yeah, so we're gonna. If I catch another like 13-incher, we're gonna have to call one of those out. You know.
Uh huh.
Yeah,
Or Peyton catches a big one on that spook. Huh?
They rail this.
I know. It's awesome. Did you get the real snot on there?
Yeah.
Why don't you pick it up then so you don't trip on it? Another one?
Yeah, it's a little guy. I don't even worry about it. Not gonna be a bass.
Not the hog.
There's a school of them above on this rock pile right here, and you'll hit like 2 rocks and then it'll just load up. I think if you get one on that spook, it's gonna be a better one though.
Yeah, probably. It's hard to say. Yeah, I saw that one bite. You didn't know?
No.
It's funny too, because this is the point where we're catching the good ones. So they're still here. Just gotta sort through them.
Boy, sometimes when you catch a couple good ones in practice right away, you know, it kind of leads you down the wrong hole because we pulled up to this spot in practice, caught a double on a donkey rig, and then we caught a really good one on a spook in regular practice on that Friday. Hayden caught it. And had we sat there and really picked this school apart, we would have realized that 90% of the fish down there were little guys. When we practice, we just try to sample areas. We're not trying to beat up on any one spot because we want to save those fish for the tournament day.
Fish are here though. So.
Good fish? You got one? You got one? Well, at least we're getting down there to where they're eating. Let me see. No?
No.
No. God, it's close. No. Logan!
Oh, sh**.
Oh, man.
Oh my God.
Alright, let's not do that again.
So a little mistake we made there. since that fish wasn't 14, Logan wasn't even thinking that the 2 that we had in the box were both probably smaller than that. So it wasn't 14, but we could have called up a 12 right there. But at the end of the day, it made no difference. It just kind of knocked the wind out of our sails a little bit like that to make a mistake.
At least it wasn't like a, I don't know.
So 3 pound, 13 inch.
Well, if it had been a 1/4 inch longer, it'd have gone in the box. So
Yeah. Damn it though. Can't believe I did that.
yeah, but weight-wise, I don't know how much difference it would be.
I don't think a
A
lot.
couple ounces, maybe.
No, maybe not even that.
Yeah, but
I mean, that's like an inch.
we gotta just slow down and use our heads.
I can't believe I did that. Come up here and throw that shaky head on these rocks. Cast towards the middle of that pocket as far out as you can. Yeah, a little bass. Saw him eat the thing on the live.
This is what we're looking for.
Yeah.
Man, them little ones get that, don't they?
Yeah, I've seen that second one behind.
Hmm. There you go. That's 14.
Yeah.
Sure. Oh, hopefully.
Got him.
Right.
Look how bright it
I don't know if he is.
is. He was bigger.
Dude, you need to calm down.
He was bigger than the other one Hayden caught.
I don't know.
Like thicker, anyways.
No, I don't think he's gonna be 14. He's barely even 12.
Now that's a fish.
Very cool.
Yes, I'm positive.
Yeah.
Get that.
Sound like a good one.
Are you sure? I was not having it.
Oh, here's on the reel. Oh, and it came off. You freaking kidding me? There you go.
Oh, that's what I was seeing down there.
More down there? In the bottom boat.
14?
No.
Ain't any bigger than what we got in there, I think.
That's all right here.
Yeah, we'll just leave it there.
Okay, so some days you just really have everything clicking together, and then some days you kind of struggle to make that happen. Today's one of those days. We've made a couple key mistakes. Not necessarily anything that's going to win or lose a tournament for us, but we lost a good fish right at the side of the boat that was just about ready to come in the net. Just wasn't hooked good enough. We also threw back a cull fish on accident, and you can see right here we take off with the daggone trolling motor down. So it's just one of them days where I think we're just putting a lot of pressure on ourselves to do good here. You know, coming off a second place finish in Gaston, we want to keep those points high for qualification for nationals. This is our last year to do that, so I think everybody's just really keyed up, and we're just doing things a little bit too fast. We need to slow down and think and take our time more.
Oh yeah, that's where I was fishing it. That's right. Well, there you go. Huh?
That doesn't feel big at all.
Well, they eat that thing, though, don't they? Yeah. We can just get around some bigger ones.
Wait till you hook one on the side.
That's what he did. Well, it was kind of.
I'll just let you do that. I'm not putting on.
Here, grab the there you go. Grab the pliers. You almost send it up that in your knuckles.
Yeah, I know. Then that would have really. Maybe I want to just throw that horseshoe down the bottom of the lake. Sounds lucky, but.
What's that? This is that big shaky head. Can you flip on that 360 for Hayden back there? So you can see where the rocks are.
So what we're fishing are very specific offshore rock piles. They have bait over top of them. They have fish below them. It's everything that you want to see on your screen before you make a cast. But what we're learning here is that a drum, a small striper, a catfish, they all look similar on that live. And it's hard to tell. It takes you a little bit of time to pick through these fish when you're thinking in your head that they're all bass, but we proved that theory wrong.
Don't horse it. Is it? No, it's a drum. Dang it.
Figures.
Yeah, it does figure too.
They don't have teeth, so you can put your hand in their mouth or whatever.
We should show the camera. Can't make the camera proud. Look at the size of that smallmouth. Oh, jeez. We're gonna get the flies in the boat now.
So bad, yeah. Smell your fingers once you're done throwing them over.
Yeah, they're nasty.
They are nasty.
Oh, there you go. Oh, good. There you go. Good.
And what the hell is that?
What is it?
It's a bass. I hope. Oh, what the heck, man?
What is it?
You're on. Come on now.
Mm. There you go. That looks like a good one.
If this is a bass, there's a whole
Come on, baby. Watch that spot lock. It's alright right now. friggin' drum. Catfish. Jeez. Oh, man.
Today it's just
What the heck? There's a damn break out here. Well, just keep plugging away. There's bound to be a bass out here.
Oh.
Everything else out here. Sure, show the camera. That'd be a good eating fish right there.
big and oh.
Where would you go up the river?
Pick a bank that looks good and we'll start fishing it. Oh shit. There's no way that's the bass.
I don't know. Just don't lose it. Oh, it's coming up like a bass. Oh shit.
What is that?
A striper.
Oh, damn it. Jesus.
Wrong little list.
That's a little wet. I thought that was a bass. It looked like one.
First striper, folks.
Did you say you always wanted to catch a striper?
These blade baits are a blessing and a curse. Aren't they?
Yeah.
Is that what I was on?
Yeah. He hit that too hard. I was like, this.
Okay, so last year we did a video on this same body of water at the same time of year, and it was more about going away from the masses of bait fish. And for some reason this year I think we gravitated more towards it because we had the addition of the Mega Live on our boat. That thing can be good and it can also be bad. If you have time to figure out what the fish are underneath the bait, then it could be a good thing. But like I said earlier, we just kind of pulled up. We caught a couple bass on that first area, and then we went looking for other areas that looked just like that. So we had no idea that they weren't all 2 and 3 pound bass like the first few that we caught. Had we not caught those first couple in practice, we probably would have figured it out during practice that, hey, we're not really targeting bass here. There's other fish down there. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm going to try and get video 2, part 2 of this series out in the next couple days. So try to get them back to back here so there's not a lot of time in between. So again, if you like this kind of stuff, hit the share, subscribe, and like button. It really helps our channel. Thank you.